Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Today's video is going to be more helpful for newer players than it is going to be veteran players, but it's focusing on 3 things that have happened this patch or will be happening this patch that will extremely help new players if they're on top of these certain things. And I'm talking about White Tiger, Moon Knight, and Electro. And if you guys, you want more, you know what to do. Sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Now today's advice is going to work best for those at level 65 and higher, and content in the game that you have not cleared is Heroes Chapter 7 Nodes 1 through 3 and Villains Nodes 1 through 3 also. This is where the advice is going to be very helpful for new players. If you are currently coming to the game, this is where I really need you to pay attention. So first things first, I need you guys to do right now, if you are in that position, start saving your gold and power cores. And no, I'm not talking about that power core obnoxious event that's coming up. Those are 2 important things, and before I tell you why on those 2 things, let's jump into Electro first. As I'm pretty sure you're all aware, Electro has been added to the Blitz store recently. Why this is important is because Blitz store characters are easily obtained. They are some of the very first characters you will get to 7 stars in this game, and thanks to Blitz Sim, if you're even a semi-active player, you're going to be able to rack up Blitz credits. And you should, at a minimum, every Blitz be clearing the milestones. Now, if you're an early game player, you should not be spending your Blitz credits on these war energy fills or defensive boosts, right? This is something you should do later in the game. If you're in an alliance that demands you do this, and you're still not even at level 80 in the game, you have to decide if you're comfortable with that or not. Me personally, I'd probably be looking for a different alliance that allows me to build my roster out before asking me to build for war. But anyways, back to the task at hand. Electro, Blitz store, easily obtainable. Why is important? Because Electro is, and now you guys can quote me on this one, the best Sinister 6 character for you to grab, other than Doc Ock of course. But out of all the Sinister 6 farmable characters, that one is the best one. You don't skip it, you want her. So this changes the entire flow of the beginning of the game and who I recommend and how you get them. Now I recommend every player gets Sinister 6 as their villains, right? That's the one you want to invest in early because they're the same ones that you'll take, you know, through your villains, and they're the same ones you're going to want to use in chapters 1 through 3 in the villains campaign. And yes, you're going to want to put healer ISO on all 5 of the characters that you use. You don't need aim, you don't need Hydra. Healer ISO on those 5 characters will get you through that campaign. Who those 5 characters are, I'll get into here in a little bit. But the one thing before I move on from this Blitz thing, if you are a newer player, you should be spending your credits on opening the orb. And the reason I say that is because you will get a lot more character shards faster opening up orbs than buying characters directly. Only when you start having characters being maxed out do you want to change your process from opening orbs with your credits to buying characters directly. But anyways, moving on. Alright, so the Sinister 6 characters I recommend that all new players grab. Yes, my head's blocking Dr. Ock. Doesn't matter. Don't even need to worry about him. He's a legendary. So here's what you want to do. Electro is a must out of the Blitz store. Rhino is a must out of the Blitz store. That's 2 of your Sinister 6 characters easily obtained out of a Blitz store. Then let's move to Arena. Vulture and Swarm. If you want to be resource efficient, just do Swarm. Skip Vulture. Swarm's not the greatest without Dr. Octopus, but trust me, a little investment that you're going to eventually use for Dr. Octopus anyways is not going to go to waste on Swarm, and especially if you can clear the match in 3 turns. Well, his 3 turns. 3 characters. Next up, Mysterio. In the raid store, a little bit of a harder farm. Raid store is not that available. You get more credits than you do orbs. So once again, beginning player, you're going to want to spend those credits on cracking open orbs, getting shards. Mysterio is currently farmable in the campaign with the Doom Influence event. I don't know if that's going to stay once the Doom Influence event's over. Another month or 2 I think we have on that, and that one's over. They're going to probably reset a lot of the stuff, and who knows what it's going to look like when it's all said and done. But anyways, those are your 4. And now your 5th is the only one you're going to have to farm out of a campaign, and that is Shocker. With Shocker being the one that is replaced by Doc Ock. So if there's any character you want to invest the least in out of that team to go through your villains, is going to be Shocker, because he's the one you're going to replace for Dr. Octopus. And you're set, easily. Resource management, checkmark, efficient. Alright, in the beginning of this video, I said about saving your gold and your power cores. So first up, White Tiger, why you should save your power cores for her event campaign. Now, anyone who's been following my series, and I'm going to try to put all of my orb openings for event campaign characters in a playlist, so if you're curious of how successful I am telling you this advice, you guys can go and watch that playlist and watch me open up these event campaign character orbs and watch how many of them I get to 5 stars. Once again, this is not a foolproof system of guaranteeing you 5 stars. I'm just telling you, for me, it's worked out more times than not. It has failed. So if you want to get a 4-star White Tiger, you're going to need to spend about 200 cores a day in her event campaign. And this is also assuming, there's going to be a separate video on this, but it's also assuming you can clear the hardest campaign, and more in details will come when we know when her event is arriving. So please, if you're not subscribed to my channel or notification bell on, please turn that on, because that video will come, like I said, once we know when she's coming. Anyways, I wouldn't be as highest character for newer players if it wasn't for the tags. The tag is City Hero. There is a huge lacking especially meta characters for the Hero City tag in general for those first 3 nodes of heroes. It's one of the campaigns I say go get 1-star, 2-star, 3-star on the very first node, and then just skip heroes and go straight to villains and Nexus, because City Hero is a nightmare. Not that many great characters, and since they're not that great, you have to over invest. And we have 2 characters coming, Moon Knight being the second one, that fit that tag, or newer characters, so their stats are more relevant in the game currently, and it won't take as much of an investment out of them to clear those campaigns. In case you don't know, White Tiger's focus is insane. She's one of the top characters in the game for focus, so all those debuffs are going to land. So if you want yourself a 4-star White Tiger, you're going to need to spend 200 cores a day on her event campaign, plus you're going to need to make sure that you always log in, claim all your free energy, use it, never let your energy get full, use it, and you will get there. If you don't follow that method, then there's chances you're going to be stuck with a 3-star. Now, if you want to try to push her to a 5-star, not guaranteed, but if you want to press your luck, you will have to spend 400 cores a day in her event campaign. It's a lot of cores, mainly why I say save. If you're someone who's right now sitting at 0, you're probably not going to be able to do this method. You're probably going to have to go for the 4-star. I think even a 4-star is going to make her usable. It could clear chapter 7. And then Moon Knight, and he is the reason you should start saving your gold. Rumor has it, and even I feel like this is true, he will be the next milestone character like Emma Frost. It fits their pattern of every 4 weeks. Every 4 weeks from when Emma's event stopped is the beginning of March. And the beginning of March, we're not getting a new patch. We're already on the current patch, which means there's only 1 character left to fit that tag. Now, like I said, they could do something different. They have many times where they have not followed their pattern, that they could wait till longer till the next patch. But as of right now, until they announce that he's actually going to be a Blitz release, I do feel he will be a milestone character. Now, the first rotation of him going through, you probably won't get him to 4 stars unless you're able to max out the high roller every single day. If you can max out the high roller milestone every single day, like Emma Frost, you will get him to 4 stars on his very first rotation. And that's assuming they don't change it up on us. But yes, you can get a 4-star on his very first rotation. So a newer player, you're getting 2 characters with stats that fit today's meta. I don't know at this current moment if they're going to be great standalone characters and need their team, but 2 other members of their team also have the City Hero tag. The only one that doesn't is Electro. So in closing, newer players, if you are in that bubble of not clearing the first 3 nodes of heroes, the first 3 nodes of villains, you're at level 65. I'm just speculating that they're raising the hard level on us and the event campaign characters. It possibly if it's level 60, even better. But yeah, if you're there and you can actually do these things, trust me, you're gonna want to do it. And that will do it for me. So if you like this one, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here and have not done so already, hit that subscribe button. If you do not want to miss any other videos like this one from me, don't forget that notification bell. And with all that said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.